But so today's theme is going to be the moon. Um, the moon, we often think, we might assume it's more celestial and like separate from the earth. But it's really, if we think of nature as being this like wide web that we're a part of, it doesn't just end when we get into the air or into outer space. So while the moon is not earthy, to me, it's very much part of nature. It influences, excuse me, the tides. It can influence the menstrual cycle in various different traditions, such as in biodynamic agriculture. They use it to decide when to sow seeds and when to harvest. So it's very much woven into the energetic fabric of which we are a part. And yeah, it's just a beautiful symbol that often people see it as representing the feminine, intuitive knowing, and cycles and phases, and just that great turning that we're always going through, and the truth that the only constant in life is change. And so we're going to focus. This session is going to focus mostly on that latter aspect of the moon being this symbol, this representation of the cycles that we're always moving through, with a little bit of intuitive opportunity there as well. But of course, your journey will be all your own. So if there's something else that needs to arise for you in relation to the moon, there is obviously space for that. One thing I love about the moon when we look at it in terms of, because of course the seasons are also a metaphor for like the cycles that we go through, but there's something beautiful about the moon that we can really grasp, we can really understand and feel that even though what we are seeing looking down at us or gazing back at us from the moon changes. It can be dark, it can be completely bright, it can be just a sliver, it can be something in between. We know that it is always whole. So for me, it's a beautiful reflection of my inner world that no matter what I'm going through, whether my energy is very vibrant and radiant and expressive, or if it's inward and low, and contemplative, it's all part of the whole. So I'll leave it at that. Again, there's much room for you to have your own interpretations and experiences with the moon in this moment. If this is being recorded, if you do this tomorrow, it might be very different. So I do encourage you, if you'd like to revisit it when you're feeling a little bit different than today. But there's, really no right or wrong way to experience this. You can, as we go through it, you have full agency to let your journey kind of take its own path if it wishes to. You can be seated or lying down, as you know, and you can have your camera on or off, whatever makes you feel comfortable as we journey through this. So I probably don't need to set it up too much more than that for you. You can have your journal and your pen nearby. But why don't you go ahead and just take a few minutes to get really comfortable. Again, you can turn your camera off if that helps you to turn inwards and to really surrender into the practice. You can be seated if you want a more awake and alert posture, if that feels supportive, or you can lie down if you really just want to rest deeply. And you might also like to, sometimes I like to cover my eyes. So if you have maybe a scarf or an eye pillow, or even like the sleeve of a sweater, that can help me to visualize. If you've gone through the course, you'll also, you may have gotten to the point of coming to understand that visualization is experienced very differently for different people. So again, just let this manifest and appear within you, however it does naturally, whether that's very vivid and clear in terms of imagery, or if that's more of like a felt sense of being led along a story. So as you settle in, just closing your eyes when you're ready, I invite you just to take a few slow, clearing breaths, just to help yourself mindfully transition from the outer world to the inner world. Giving yourself full permission to be here as a student rather than as a facilitator in training, to fully experience this on a very personal level. And as you anchor in here, noticing all the points of your body that are in contact with the surface below. Maybe the floor, the chair, bed, a cushion. Whatever is beneath you, really feeling into that. Feeling the energetic support of the earth, the raw earth deeper beneath all the layers of floor and building beneath you. And feeling the support of gravity here, tethering you to this space in this moment. And then draw your awareness to the crown of your head. We'll slowly scan the body downwards, just inviting the different parts we pass to soften, to melt, to gently let go. So softening through your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw. Inviting your analytical mind to soften and surrender. Softening down along the sides of your neck, your shoulders. Relaxing your arms and your hands. Softening in your breath, your chest, your back, and your belly. And gently letting go down through your legs, all the way down to the soles of your feet. Anchoring back down into the support of the earth beneath you. And rooting down into qualities of curiosity and self-compassion to carry with you as you move through the journey. So then letting your awareness expand into your inner eye as you begin to find your footing on a path in nature that is lit by the light of the moon, or perhaps by the absence of light in the moon. It can be any place in nature where you feel safe and supported. Just take a moment to arrive there, noticing the feeling of the earth beneath your feet. Noticing what surrounds the pathway, be it forest or field or sand or something else. And noticing the quality of light in the sky, perhaps as day transitions into dusk or into night. And if you haven't already, begin to envision yourself or feel yourself moving along this pathway. The long spine, relaxed shoulders, soft belly. Feeling the temperature of air against your skin. Noticing what this place smells like. What it feels like to be here. And you continue along this path until it opens into a wider space. A space that somehow feels sacred or special for you to settle in. Maybe it's a clearing in the woods, a place next to water, or something else entirely. It's allowing yourself to step into that place, to find a place to rest there. Sensing the presence of the moon in whatever phase she is in the sky above you. And really letting all of your senses come online as you root deeper into this place beneath the moon. The moon is a teacher of cycles. She rotates between complete darkness and overflowing brightness. We identify her phases, but she is never actually still. She is always shifting. And no matter what phase she is moving through, she is always whole. So take a moment to deepen your connection to the moon above you. And just noticing what phase she's appearing for you now. Is she overflowing with lightness? Has the light retreated away completely? Or is she somewhere in between? Just noticing however she appears, if it seems still or shape shifting. And just notice, however she appears in this moment, how you feel in relation to that phase. Do you feel deeply aligned with the phase she is showing to you now? Or is there some kind of incongruence? And I invite you to really let the moon shape shift between phases here in the sky above you, before settling into a phase that feels the most reflective of where you find yourself now, of your inner state. Softening any judgment of what is showing up for you. Just letting whatever comes to come. And whatever phase the moon is appearing for you now, take a moment to ask her what wisdom she might want to share with you. What gifts does this phase hold? Just quietly listening and observing. Absorbing any whispers from the moon that come through. And deepening your awareness of your physical body here in this space beneath the moon. And noticing what it feels like to be in her presence and to receive any whispers or teachings of the phase she is in. There might be lightness or heaviness, stillness or movement, contraction or expansiveness. Just allowing whatever sensations are arising and moving through your body to be felt. And then gently zoom back out from this one particular phase you've been sensing into. And just feel what it feels like to be here in this wider landscape. Wherever you find yourself in nature, beneath that moon that is always whole, no matter how she appears. sensing into the mystery of the moon, the wonder of the moon. And asking the moon if there's anything else she wants you to know or consider in this moment. Are there any intuitive whispers that want to come through? Whispers of things you've been avoiding, whispers from a place deep down within you that the moon wants you to know and to hear and to feel. Just resting here with the moon, with patience, with openness, with non expectation. And all the while, really feeling what it feels like to be here, deeply attuned to the moon. And knowing that you can come back to this place since it lives inside of you at any time. You might take a moment to thank the moon for anything it mirrored back to you. And then find your way back down the pathway that led you here. Carrying with you any wisdom or insight or reminders that were revealed to you. And as you move along that pathway, slowly and gently, the imagery begins to dissipate. As you feel yourself landing back in your body on the chair or bed or floor beneath you. As you feel the breath flowing in and out of your body with ease and grace. And as you slowly bring a bit of slow, mindful movement back into your body to reawaken it. You can go ahead and open your eyes whenever you're ready. And you can go ahead and grab your journal and your pen. And I will share in just a moment the prompts that we can work with today. All right, so you can always just free flow after these journeys, or you can choose any one or multiple any number of the prompts that I'll share with you. So they're in the chat, but I will read them aloud as well. So for the journal prompts, we have describe the landscape where you sat beneath the moon. Number 2, what phases of the moon did you find yourself resonating with today? And what did the moon as a whole, or from the perspective of the specific phase, offer to you? And number 3, what phases of the moon, as they appear within you, need more acceptance from you? And what would it look like or sound like to offer acceptance to those phases? And for the creative writing, you can write a letter from the moon to you or from a particular phase of the moon to you. You might begin writing with the words, I am moon, or dear moon, to flip the first one. You can write a diary entry in the voice of the moon when it finally reaches full darkness, when its light has retreated completely from sight. So what might the moon write in a diary if it could? And the last one, begin a short story or write a short story or paragraph or two about a person who wanders into a field or forest clearing or some other landscape and just converses with the moon. So we can take 15, 20 minutes to write. Again, you can write in response to one or multiple. If you finish well before that, feel free to just maybe pop a little moon emoji or some nature emoji in the chat so I have a sense of where you are, but otherwise we'll do 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll give you a heads up when we have about 2 minutes left. And you can also take a bathroom break if you want then or later if you need to.